Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make.
Hi everybody, apologise for it being so long. I haven't come up with a name change just yet, but I'm still working on it. And this video is a movie review, a Disney movie review on the new film Moana. If you haven't seen it yet and you don't want to be spoiled, then you need to go, like now, because I'm going to talk about it. If you have seen it, stick around, or if you want to see it and get spoiled, stick around, whatever, just make it mind, yeah? So, for those of you who are not quite sure what it's about, Moana is about a young girl, 14 years old, and she has a decision to make, like most girls do. It's about running the tribe that she's a part of, becoming chief, becoming a leader, and Moana wants to do it to please her parents, but at the same time, she has a love for something else. And her love is actually in the family. It's a love that a lot of the family have had. Only problem is, it's been hidden for years because of this big thing that happened. So, she has to decide how she's going to be chief, and if she wants to run these people, how is she going to do it? Her father's way or her way? And, well, I'll leave it up there for the description, but I'll go into it now. So, anyway, storyline mainly, it's about, like I said, Moana, but there's a guy called Maui, and that's played by Dwayne Johnson, known as The Rock. He's a former WWE star. Anyway, Maui goes to this island that was, like, made, and takes, I can't remember the name, is it Defici? Or Felici? Defici. I was going to call it Defici. Takes the heart of Defici, which is this, like, spiral rock, and because it's believed that this rock brings great power, islands, and more to people, and Maui's a demigod with a hook that's magic. So anyway, he finds his heart, he takes it, and what happens is, well, I can't put it this way, when somebody takes a heart, you know, how would you feel? And this whole darkness of a curse comes through the island as he's running off it, and he's going to bring it back to the people, but then this other god that's earth and sea god, I can't remember its name, it's like covered in fire, and that comes out of the water, and it's like big, and it also wants the heart. And Maui was struck and sent to a different island, and now, like, this heart lies in the sea somewhere, and it's going to choose somebody to go and to put the heart back. And this person happens to be Moana, who you see as a little girl at the start, like probably 2 or 3, and she toddles off. And I kind of said, in the real world, that's a little irresponsible parenting, because you let a child wander off towards the sea, and if the sea hadn't done what it did, it you know, it might have been a little bit, because she's a child, she's 2, and it's a bit irresponsible, especially for a chief. But anyway, Moana wanders off, and it's like, she helps a little turtle. It was so sweet, to get back into the water so the birds would leave him alone. And Moana succeeded in doing that. And the sea did this magical thing, and it chose her to have the heart of Tefici. I think it's Tefici. Tefici. Of the heart of Tefici, to deliver it back someday. But she drops it. She, like, walks into the sea with it, like, parting for her, and the sea kind of, like, is her friend, and then her dad finds her and, well, takes her back and teaches her about being chief from the age of, like, 2. But as you see her growing older, her father's constantly picking her up and bringing her back, because she keeps wandering off towards the sea. And anyways, and that is a good storyline, because it's like basically saying that her father doesn't support her chosen choice in what she wants to do, in how she wants to do this job, and she has to have the willpower on her own to do it. and her grandma supports her. Her mum is 50-50 about it, but her dad is like, no, I don't want you doing this, and takes up this mountain with rocks and says, look, you need to put a rock on here to say you're ready. And every time she thinks she's ready, she's not, because she keeps looking at the water. And she finds out about the curse and her ancestors, and she has a pet pig and a chicken. I can't remember the pig's name, but the little chicken's called Hey, or Hey, I think. And it's a very funny chicken. That's the comical part of the whole thing. It's very funny, and it screams, it walks off the side of things, it pecks at rocks, it eats rocks. It's weird, but fun. Yeah, so anyway, her grandma helps her out, like telling all these stories and to go for it, and her grandma says, when I die, I'm going to come back as a stingray, because they're my favourite fish, kind of thing. And stingrays are my favourite fish. Anyway, this old grandma, who is amazing, eventually she gets really sick, and you can tell, because she just starts to struggle. And then there's a scene, and they all go back to the grandma's hut, and she's dying, and she tells Moana to go, as in go with the heart of the Fiji, just go. And she gives Moana her necklace locket, and she puts the heart of the Fiji in the locket and says, you go to Maui, you grab him by the ear, and you say, Maui, you need to put the heart back, kind of thing. And she's like, I can't go. And she's like, yes, you can, because I'll be with you. Now, you think maybe in spirit. But then Moana decides she's going to go, and she runs off, and she packs a bunch of stuff, and her mum finds her and helps her and says, you go. So she goes, and she gets over the reef line, which is forbidden because it's stormy weather out there. She does it, and she goes. And as she looks back, you can see, like, the fading of the houses, like the light fades out, and it runs right down to the water, and it's like this big stingray comes out of the water. And you know that her grandma will always be with her, and that's what it means. It's like, I've come back as a fish, so I'm going to guide you and help you. And the sea helps her too, like guides her to Maui. And Maui is most big-headed person in the world. He thinks highly of himself, like he's so cool, he's everything, and she's come this far to see her biggest fan, which is not. She's come to actually grab him by the ear. But he steals her boat, and the sea helps Moana to get the boat back. And every time he throws her off the boat, she pops back on, because the sea puts her back on. And Shazam Moana of, I can't remember the place. And I'm here for you to take this heart and put it back into Fiji. And the two of them agree to go on this adventure to get his hook first. And she distracts this shellfish this hermit crab that collects shiny stuff. And she gets him to talk about himself as Maui grabs a hook. And then in the end, she uses a barnacle covered in glitter and says, here, get it. You want something shiny? And then they get the hook and they make it out alive, and that's really nice. And then they get there, and obviously, is it Shakar? The big demon thingy, covered in fire, and they can't beat it. So in the end, he leaves, Maui does, and Moana decides, I'm going to do it on my own. And she tries to, and it gets difficult, and he attacks this person while Moana goes to the island, and it's all gone, it's all black. And then she realises something that we don't even realise. Fiji is the big demon monster because she has a spiral, and she says to the sea, let her come to me. And she does, and she says, you are not who you think you are. You are supposed to be this. And she puts her heart back, and it says into the green goddess is what it's called. And it repairs her boat, repairs Maui's hook, as a gift and sends them on their way, and she defeats the curse that was brought on the island. But like I keep saying, that only came out of the water because he destroyed her. And it's like I said, you know, if you had your heart ripped out from you, think back to Vampire Diaries, because they can do that, or Once Upon a Time when their hearts are ripped out. If you had your heart ripped out, how would you feel? Would you be fine with it, or would you be angry? Because that was angry, and she put it back and she became okay again. It's like giving your heart back. That's how it worked. So that happened, and I went back. It was nice. And she like saved the day, and instead of putting a rock on the tower, she put a seashell, which I guess kind of symbolises what they all are, their voyages, and then they all go on a voyage as well towards the sea. And it's amazing because it's like no curse anymore of the reef, and Maui gets his hook back and lives on, I guess. But I like it, you know, I like the movie, I like the storyline of it, it's good. To me, if you're going to do the comparison to Frozen, it has a similar storyline, which is the whole girl power thing. You don't need a man to whatever it is, but girl power type of thing. It is a girl power thing. I have a curl. Oh, yeah, it's a girl power thing. Yeah, sorry, it's irritating me. Yeah, it's like a girl power thing, and it's like she doesn't have magic, and she's not a princess. She's the daughter of a chief, and she's a really good dancer too. She's 14, whereas Elsa was like 21 or something. Anna was only 16 or 18 at the time when she was of age. So it also symbolises that no matter how little you are, you can accomplish great things, because Moana was 14. I think, if I remember correctly, she is the youngest Disney princess by the end of it, because I know in a lot of them, like Frozen especially, they grow them up as they go along in one song or something. And yes, but also they don't stop at 14. They take it to their adulthood, like 18, 21, or 16 even. That's the youngest, I think, is 16. And yet, this girl's 14. So, you know, she's only just a teenager. But I like the whole symbol she has, which is a flower in her hair. I think that's really sweet. And I know a lot of Disney characters don't really have the symbol. I mean, Anna has the white strip in her hair with pigtails. Elsa has the long plait, and obviously the gloves is her symbol. Rapunzel has the dead long hair, and Belle has her books. Snow White has the apple as her symbol. So every Disney princess has their symbol, but I don't think one of them has been a hairpiece ever. Not as far as I can remember. If you think I'm wrong, which I might be, let me know. Because as far as I'm aware, there's no Disney princess that has had their hair or something in their hair as part of their symbol. Unless you think of Anna and the white stripe, but I'm pretty sure she has a different symbol for her. But yeah, every Disney princess or queen has a single. It's a single. Has a, I don't know what it's called now. Symbol. That's it. It has a symbol that represents them. So she's not a princess, but she is a girl who is very strong and positive, and I like that about the Disney characters, especially the girls, whereas Maui's all like big and muscular and very big-headed, in my opinion. But the songs are nice as well, like they've got some good songs in there. My favourite is How Far I'll Go. which is sung by Moana herself. That's being played at the start of this video. And possibly, no, a little bit at the end. But it's played at the start a little bit, and it's played a little bit at the end as well. That's how I'm doing this song. So, yeah. But if you haven't seen Moana already, I suggest you go see it, because it is a good film. It's my second favourite Disney movie. I have a top 3. Number 1 is Frozen. Number 2 is Moana. And number 3 is Beauty and the Beast. They're my top 3 Disney movies that involve the princesses, even though Moana's not a princess. There's a Mulan reference in there as well, because Mulan wanted to be the perfect daughter, and so does Moana. So I think what they've done with this one especially is they've referenced a lot from other fairy tales, so it kind of draws into this new princess. Because you've got the Mulan reference, there's the girl power thing, which is Elsa and Anna. She has the power of the sea. Elsa had the power of snow. There's a lot of other Disney movies gone into it, I think, with references. Like, she controls different things, and it's really good. And she does have the animal sidekicks as well, which is a Snow White reference and a bit of a Cinderella one. So I do recommend you go see this movie. And that's everything. And I guess I'll see you in the next video. Go watch Moana. If I have to rate this movie, which I'll rate now, I'm going to say it's a 9 out of 10, because nothing's ever perfect. But to give it a 10, what I'd want it to have is maybe, I don't know what I'd want it to have more of. I think, I don't want to give it a 10, because 10 is perfection. But if I give it a 9, I think that basically adds up. It has some good pointers. So giving it a 10, it's not perfect. Because Frozen's also a 9, but I like that better for different reasons. So, yeah, go see Moana. And that's all I have to say about it. Yeah, just go see Moana for the sake of seeing Moana. Okay. Bye.
How deep it